Next, build a team. Jethro makes it clear to Moses that it is not about him, not all about him. He has got to build a team. Jethro suggests that Moses mentor leaders who can share in the responsibility of leading. And Moses does so. He appoints judges of 50s, judges of 40s, judges of 30s, all the way down to judges of 10s. And those are the people who will interpret the law for the people. The best way to do this is to build a leadership pipeline, a process of being mentored and mentoring at the same time. Building a strong team not only helps to address current needs, it also sets the stage for a strong future. I have learned a great deal from my rabbinical school advisors and teachers, but I have learned the most from my congregants. Over the years, I could tell you stories of different congregants who helped me when I was in a quandary, who advised me, and who did so simply for the joy of belonging to a shul. One of the key lines in the text is Moses listened to his father-in-law. You know how it is? You can always tell when somebody is listening and when somebody is dreaming. They could be staring off while you're talking to them. I've had college students who could vanish while I was speaking to them. It's a wonderful ability, but it doesn't get you through school. He still listened to his father-in-law because there was room for improvement. It's important for leaders to listen to others. This is especially true when it seems like everything is going well and we don't need advice. You have to be proactive. You have to understand what could possibly go wrong and be prepared. Like, for instance, before, when we stood up here on the Bima and the mics weren't working. Well, we depended upon Stuart to prepare us, to give us the proper materials so that we can lead the service for you nice people. We're prone to listen most effectively when things are not going well. The challenge is to listen even when we think we have it right. Listening does not automatically mean changing course. It can make us aware that we need to be mindful of what is ahead. We have got to learn to listen in good times and also challenging ones. Jethro is not highlighted as often as Moses. At the end of this Torah portion, when Moses says to him, "Do you want to come with us to Mount Sinai to receive the Torah?" He says, "No, I'm going to go back to my own home, the place where Jethro was most comfortable and he can seek the truth by himself." He's not highlighted as often as Moses, but we can learn valuable leadership insights from him that can transform the way we lead in all of our settings. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. We'll proceed now to the Torah reading. Any questions, any comments? Okay. Testing, testing. Shema Yitro Kohen Minyan. Piazza again via Sheila, Kol Hotzim Bovan Amar, Amen. Hakol Hovagadela Henetunu Kvoda Torah, Juanit Kirvi, Tamod Giveret, Sonia, Bachmul Yaakov, Hakohen, Shandel, Rishona, Borshana Tantra, Mesvektu, Shato, Yetemavikim Noyachem, I am Kulchem Hayom. Amen. Vayishma Yitro Kohen Midyan. Vachoten Moshe et kol asher asa Elohim Moshe v'Yisrael amo. Ki yotzi Adonai et Yisrael miMitzrayim. Vayikach Yitro choten Moshe et Zipora eshet Moshe. Achar shilucheha ve'et shnei vaneha asher shemu echad Gershom. Yamar ger hayiti beretz nachriya, beretz nachriya. Yamod Reb Peretz Reb Osher Meyer, Ilan im Halevi, im Giveret, Rachel Feger, Bat Riva Chashav Yisrael, Sheni.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaVarach. Baruch Adonai HaVarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bocha banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vishem hu echad Eliezer, ki Elohei avi bi'ezri. Vayetzileni micharev paro. Vayavo yitro choten Moshe. Uvanav ve'ishto el Moshe el hamidbar. Asher hu chonesh sham har Elohim. Vayomer el Moshe. Ani chotencha yitro bo elecha. Vishacha u'shnei vaneha ima.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torat emet. V'chayei olam natan b'sachenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yashkoach. Shlishi. Vayetze Moshe. Yamod Reb Tzvi Yehuda ben Yitzhak Isaac Umar Yasel Shlishi. Point me in the right direction. Right there, where the yard is.
Baruch hu es Adonai HaMavorach.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch Adonai HaMavorach Olam V'ed. Baruch Atzor Adonai. Eloheinu melech olam. Asher bocha bonu mikol ha'amim. V'no asan lonu es Torato. Baruch Atzor Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayetze Moshe likrat chotno, vayishtachu vayishaklo, vayashilu ish l'reyehu l'shalom, vayavohu ha'ohela, vayisaper Moshe lechotno, et kol asher asa Adonai l'faro, u'l'mitzrayim, alodot Yisroel et kol hatla'ah, asher metzatem baderech, Vayatzilem Adonai Vayichad Al Yitro Al Kol Tova Asher Asa Adonai LiYisrael Asher Itzilo Mi'ad Mitzrayim.
Baruch Atzor Adonai Eloheinu melech olam. Asher nosan lonu Torah semes. V'chayei olam notah b'sochenu. Baruch atah Adonai nosein Torah.
Amen. Yashkoah. Revi. Right. Okay. Yamod Reb Yehoshua Ben Baruch Sarafega Revi. Vayomer Yitro right there.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Li'olam Vahed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Yitro Baruch Adonai Asher Hitzil Etchem Me'ad Mitzrayim U'Mi'ad Paro Asher Hitzil Et Ha'am Mitachat Yad Mitzrayim Ata Yadati Ki Gadol Adonai Mikol Hu Elohim Ki B'Davar Asher Zadu Alehem Vayikach Vayikach Yitro Chotein Moshe Allah, Ola, Ozvachim, Lad Elohim, Vayavo Aaron, V'chol Ziknei Yisrael, Echol Lechem in Chotin Moshe, Lifnei Ho Elohim.
Working. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yeshua. Rosh Elohim. Rosh Elohim. Yamod Reb David Ben Meir Velayeta Amishi. Vayihimi Lacharat.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Li'olam Vaed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Amen. Vayhi mimacharat vayeshev Moshe lishpot et ha'am vayamod ha'am al Moshe min haboker ad ha'erev vayar chotein Moshe et kol asher hu asa la'am vayomer ma hadavar hazeh asher ata oseh la'am adua ata yoshev levadecha v'chol ha'am nitzav alecha min boker ad erev, vayomer Moshe lechotno, ki avo elai ha'am lidrosh Elohim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'torchenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Number 6. 6. Right, 6. Okay. Yes. Yamod Reb
Pesach
Pesach Yisachar Ben Svi ve'Elka Shishi Ki Lachem.
Baruch hu es Adonai hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Li'olam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai hamborach li'olam vo'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher baruch rabonu mikol ha'amim v'nosan lanu es Torato. Baruch atah Adonai nosein haTorah.
Yeah, and Amen. Ki elahem davar bo elai v'shafatati ben ish uven re'ehu v'hodati et chukehu Elohim v'et toratav v'yomer v'achoten Moshe lav lo tov hadavar asher ata oseh navol tibol gam ata gam ha'am hazeh asher imcha ki kaved mimcha hadavar lo tuchal asahu levadecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nosan lonu Torah semes v'chayei olonu tabes Eloheinu Baruch atah Adonai nosein haTorah.
Amen. At this point, we're going to do what is called a dilug. We're going to jump to the 10 Commandments. You'll find them in chapter 20, verses 1 through 17. Yamod, Reb Daniel Yehuda, Ben Harav Reuven Udevora, Shivihi. Number 7. All right, if it is number 7, we're going to cover the Torah and do the Mishaberach for the Cholim. Let's just put the Ben Gavra on. Thank you very much. Okay. Names. We're thinking of Joel Lubar, Refuah Shlema. Anyone else? Refuah Shlema. Refuah Shlema. Refuah Shlema. Refuah Shlema. Yes, Roseanne. Refuah Shlema. Yes. Refuah Shlema. Yes. Linda? Yes. Refuah Shlema. Refuah Shlema. Refuah Shlema. Yes. Refuah Shlema. Okay. Yes. Refuah Shlema. Okay. Refuah Shlema. Mishaberach Avotenu Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah Uyevarech et kol hacholim mi beit hakneset hazeh refuat hanefesh refuat haguf ashtabo הזמן קריב ביום שבת קודש ונאמר amen. Just put that over there. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Vahed.
Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
17 verses. Last 3, that's it. Okay. Please rise as we stood at Mount Sinai to receive the first giving of the 10 Commandments. So do we rise now. There's a direct line. If you think about it, it's not scientific, it is spiritual. Each one of you goes directly back to Mount Sinai. At Mount Sinai, we all stood. Every Jew who was ever to be, every Jew who ever was, stood at Sinai. Amen. And God spoke these words, saying, I am the Lord your God who took you out of the land of Egypt from the house of slavery. There should not be to you other gods before me. Do not make idols and any picture of what exists in the heavens above or the earth beneath, and that which is in the water under the earth. Don't bow down to them or serve them, for I am the Lord your God, am a jealous God, not forgetting the sins of the fathers, which are visited upon the sons through the 3rd and the 4th generations before me, and do loving kindness to all the people, to those who love me and who observe my commandments. Don't take the name of your Lord, your God, in vain, because God will not suffer anyone who does so. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall work and do all your labor. And the seventh day is a Shabbat to God, the Lord your God. Don't do any labor upon it, you and your son and your daughter and your servant and your maidservant and your beast and the stranger who lives within your gates, because for 6 days God did made the earth, the heavens and the earth and the ocean and everything that is in it, and he rested on the seventh day. Therefore God blessed it, the day of the Sabbath, and he sanctified it. Honor your father and your mother, in order that your days will be long upon the earth, which the Lord your God gives to you. Don't murder, don't covet, don't steal, don't bear false witness against your neighbor, don't envy anything of your neighbors, don't envy the wife of your neighbor and his servant and his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, and everything that belongs to your neighbor.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emes. Baruch Elonu tavasofenu baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yashakoach. Please remain standing for the half Kaddish. We'll cover the Torah. Yit Kadal Vikadashim Rabbah. Yomad Yivrach Yerutevim Liach Machute B'chai Chonav Mechon V'chai D'chol Beit Yisrael. Agalav Zman Karivim Ru. Amen. Yehesh Me Rabbah Mevorach. Liolam Liol Meol Maya. Yitbarach. Yitbarach Vishtabach. Yitpoar Vitrumam Vitnase. Yitadar Vitalev Vitalal Shmei Kudisha Brichu. Lielam and Kobra Chata V'shirata. Tushpalata v'nechamata, Damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Please be seated. Yashikoah. Yashikoah. All right. The maftir. Okay. Oh, I understand. Okay. Yeah, you bet. No problem. Give you this. Never know. Yamad Reb Avram Zev Ubracha, Avram ben Zev Ubracha, in Geveret, Ayasura Bat Yaakov Eroiza, Maftir.
Baruch Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Barach Li'olam Va'ed. Amen. Vayomer Adonai al Moshe kotomar el bnei Yisrael atem ritem ki min hashamayim diparti imachem lo tasun iti Elohei chesef Elohei zahav v'lo ta'asu lachem mizbach adama taseli v'zavarta alav et olotecha ve'et shlomecha et shemei et soncha v'et b'karcha בכל המקום אשר אזכיר את שמי, אבוא אליך וברכתיך, ואם מזבח אבנים תעשה לי, לא תיבנה אתן גזית, כי חרבך הנפת עליה, ותכליה ולא תעלה במעלות על מזבח אשר lo tigaler vadcha alav.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher nosan lo notara shemesh v'chayei olam b'zavos Baruch atah Adonai nosein haTorah.
Amen. Yam tu hamagbia v'golel. Lifting and tying. Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, I know. Still waiting for the Gorilla Glue. Yeah. Right? Yes? Okay, Erwin? Agba? Okay, who's the leader? Let's see. Well, we'll find out. Good shot. Good shot. Don't want to pop. Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
Yeshaya Halevi.
Please rise, point your pinky and your tzitzit.
Vatziva lanu Moshe Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe Torah, 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 Torah. Do you want to do it from here?
Excuse me?
Are you chanting from this table? Torah, 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 Torah. Do you want this or do you want this?
It would. Brought it in from the inside?
No, I had my husband make another one.
One of the two-handed jobs, right?
Mike set up for you.
This is the blessing that is said before the chanting of the Torah.
I'll give you the other. No, it doesn't work.
Oh, put it in there.
No, but
I know. Should have done it on Friday. It's Friday, but my- Yes, sure.
This is the blessing that is said before the chanting of the Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher borcha ben v'yim tovim rotzah v'devreihem hanemar b'yemes Baruch atah Adonai Habocher v'Torah u'v'Moshe abdo Uv'Yisrael amo v'nv'yehu ames for tzedek. The Torah can be found in the Chumash on page 302.
Bishnas mo shamelech otziyohu. Es Adonai Yoshe Bakisei Rom Benisha Bashulov Leim Es HaHeichal Shavopim Omdim Ima Allah Sheish Knopayim Leyechol B'shtayim Yechasef Onob Ub'shtayim Yechasef Raglob Ub'shtayim Yehopehi V'kol Zel Biyoma Kodosh 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 Adonai Shvo Lo Koretz Kabodo Yono Amo Asipim Mikol Akorevi Abayes Imole Oshon Bioma Ole Kineb Mehesi to Mesa for Simanoki Uvasok I'm to Mesa for Simanoki Yoshe he is a melech I don't know his voice go ain't no hoy for your Eli God Menasharofen v'yodol rich poor v'mel kochayim lokach me'al hametz beyach v'yagapi v'yom mehinei nogadze ashaposech v'so'abonecha v'chatosach the please turn to page 304, verse 6. Nahalev Yudah v'nikitzeno v'nafkieno Eleheinu v'namlech melech v'socho eis v'ntov ahal ki yeled yilalonu pain no son law no batahi amashvo ashiko vayikro shemo Ele yo eis ele gibol abiyad tasholom ulama bei hamishra ulasholom ein case Akisei David be a malak toho the akino sa sa'ado b'mishpot ubezokho meyato biad olam ken ash Adonai Shvos ta'asezos. I will do the blessing after the Torah a little later. The concept I take away from this morning's Torah is one of leadership. King Uzziah, his time as king, he had developed the Israelites for a nation to be admired. His reign as king spanned some 50 years. The connection to the Sedra is also one of leadership. Jethro, the name of this morning's Sedra, is also the father-in-law of Moses. He cautions Moses as leader of the Israelites to embody the values and concerns of all of his people. Very sound advice. As to the theme of leadership, I would like this morning to take a meaningful approach to cover events of the past several months to the present, the time in Israel. There was a discord, a lack of unity for many, many months among the Israelites, the Israelis. In order to garner the 60 plus votes in the Knesset, Netanyahu aligned his cabinet with ministers who were setting their sight on changing the judicial system, especially the Supreme Court. And so the vast majority of Israelis vehemently opposed the changes. They gathered every Saturday night in Tel Aviv, some 150,000 people to protest. Weeks went into months, and many of the protesters were reservists. They served in the army, and they vowed not to report for reserve duty when called. But on October the 7th, an unspeakable, horrific massacre took place. The protesters put aside their grievances and joined the government. At the outset, Netanyahu promised Israel will not stop until Gaza will no longer pose a threat to Israel. And only one force on earth will be able to ensure, and that is the IDF. So the inference that I think I take away from this speech of Netanyahu is making is that no international force sponsored by the UN will suffice. Weeks later, Netanyahu, in a dramatic, forceful, emotional speech, it was tinged with revenge. He warned those Hamas leaders living in Qatar and Lebanon in their million-dollar villas. No matter how many bodyguards you have, we know where you live. We will hunt you down. On January 3rd, exactly 1 month from today, the number 2 Hamas leader in Gaza, Salah al-Aruri, was assassinated along with 6 of his lieutenants in Lebanon with a drone missile. A building next door with glass windows did not shatter. That is how precise this missile was. Now, not to be convicted of plagiarism, this was given to me by my son Elliot. The number 1 leader of Hamas in Gaza, Yahya Sinwar, the chief architect of October the 7th, is reported to be in the town of Khan Yunis. The IDF has the town completely surrounded. The elite 96 Commando unit is called in with 3 and 4 men patrols are going from building to building, house to house. With Baruch Hashem, with God's blessings, he will soon be accounted for. And before I conclude with the blessing for after the Haftorah, I want to leave you with a picture that Elliot showed me on his iPhone. Some 35, 40 Israeli soldiers, male and female, looking no more than 20, 21. And they're at the border awaiting orders to cross over. What do? They interlock their arms. And in a big circle, they're singing and dancing. And I am sure with heavy hearts, knowing victory is their only option. I'm reminded, going back, Joe, you're probably the only one older than I am here. Edie Gourmet and Steve Lawrence, back in the 1950s. Steve Lawrence, he spoke Yiddish fluently, and in Yiddish, he sang this song. Vi ahim zo ich gehe. And the translation, Where Will I Go? And this song was sung 65, 70 years ago by Steve Lawrence. And that is why the soldiers say victory is our only option. And I have something on a piece of paper here. I hope I didn't lose it. I want to apologize to Temple Sholem for this morning's subject matter. They may feel Shabbos is a peaceful day, a day of rest, and only good things on a Shabbos. But Ida doesn't want to hear my venting anymore, so again, I apologize a second time. Now to conclude with the blessing after the Torah. Oh, I gotta look where my cane is. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam tzuk olamim salapakol adoros. Oel anemon o maybe you've said that they mikayim. Shekol devora v'mesport tzedek. Nemon natu no Eloheinu v'nemon duacho. V'dovo echol nidvarakol l'shuv rekom. Ki el Melech nemon rakamon oto, Baruch ator Adonai, Ohel anemon b'kol devora. Rachem al shivon ki v'estayenu, V'lalu vash nefesh tel shibememot yomenu, Baruch ator Adonai, Mesamech shivon b'voneho. Shamcheinu Eloheinu b'Eliyona v'Yavdecha O Marcos Beishtohafid Mishichach b'Mebo Yavo v'Yogeli Beinu Al Kisol Yesef Zor Lo Yachana Ola Keramesh Kvodo Ki V'Shem Kol Chikon Nishmat Lo Shibed L'nei Lovan Li'olam Voed Baruch Ator Adonai Morgen David. Hala Torah, v'yal avodah, v'yal anviyin, v'yal yom, ha-Shabbos hazeh, shenesat alone, Adonai Eloheinu, l'ktiv shov, l'mnelchoh, l'kavod is the forest. Ala kol, Adonai Eloheinu, hanachnu b'nem loch, v'volachem, osach, yisporach shemecha, B'fikol chai tomed liolam voed. Baruch ator Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbos. Okay. Shabbos.
Yashikon.
It's all right. Yeah. Okay.
Yashikon.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Mhm.
No apology.
Okay. Listen. Ida is looking. Don't listen.
A prayer for our country. Our God and God of our ancestors, We ask your blessings for our country, for its government, for its leaders and advisors, and for all who exercise just and rightful authority. Teach us insights into your Torah, that they may administer all affairs of state fairly, that peace and security, happiness and prosperity, justice and freedom may forever abide in our midst. Creator of all flesh, bless all the inhabitants of our country with your spirit. May citizens of all races and creeds forge a common bond in true harmony to banish hatred and bigotry and to safeguard the ideals and free institutions that are the pride and glory of our country. May this land, under your providence, be an influence for good throughout the world, uniting all people in peace and freedom, helping them to fulfill this vision of your prophet. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they experience war anymore. And let us say, Amen.
A prayer for the state of Israel. Avinu Sheba Shemayim, Rock and Redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your love. Spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. At this time, I would like to offer a prayer for the hostages. Can you hear me okay? Brothers, sisters of the house of Israel, Acheinu kol Beit Yisrael, those in distress, those in captivity, who wait in the dark places of our cruel enemy. Hamakom Yerachem, Yerachem Aleichem, Veyotzi Mitzrayim, Livata, Umeafela Leora, Umishibud Ligehula, Ashtaba Hakala, Ubisman Kari. May God have mercy upon them and rescue them from distress to well-being, from darkness to light, and from captivity to freedom. Please, God, may it happen soon, and let us say, Amen. We turn now to the prayer for the new month. This week we have a new month coming. We turn to page 150. Where are you? Okay, please rise. You want me to hand it to you? It's much easier. I'm gonna take it from you at one. Yehi ratzon milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, shetachadei shalenu et hakodesh hazeh letova v'livracha v'titen banu Chaim arukim, Chaim shel shalom, Chaim shel tova, Chaim shel beracha, Chaim arukim, shel shalom, Chaim shel tova, shel beracha, Chaim shel parnasah, Chaim shel chilul tzatzamot, Chaim sheish bahem yirat shamayim veyirat chet, Chaim shein bahem busha uchlimcha, Chaim shel osher v'chavod, Chaim shetehevanu ahavat Torah, ahavat Torah veyirat shamayim, Chaim alehu. Shema le'u mishalot libenu l'tova. Amen. מי שעשה ניסים לאבותינו וגאל אותם מעבדות לחירות, הוא יגאל אותנו, יגאל אותנו בקרוב, ויקבץ נידחנו מארבע כנפות הארץ. חברים כל ישראל, חברים כל ישראל, חברים כל ישראל, חברים כל ישראל, בנו חברים כל ישראל, חברים כל ישראל, ונאמר אמן. ראש חודש אדר א' יהיה ביום שישי וביום שבת קודש, הבא עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל ישראל לטובה. The new month of Adar Aleph will begin on Friday and Saturday. May it hold blessing for us and for all the people Israel. Yechadashehu HaKadosh Baruch Hu Aleinu ve'al kol amo Beit Yisrael לחיים ולשלום, לששון לנו לשמחה, לישועה ולנחמה, ונאמר אמן. Sit with it. Okay, you may be seated. Okay, we continue on page 151. אשרי יושבי ביתך, עוד יהללוך סלע. תהילת אדוני ידבר בי, ויברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד. ואנחנו נברך יה, מעתה ועד עולם. Hallelujah. See? Page 153, we rise. יהללו את שם אדוני, כי נשגב שמו לבדו. הודו ארץ ושמיים, ויורקה תהילה לכל חסידיו. לבני ישראל קרובו. הללויה, הללויה. מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני בני אלים, הבו לאדוני כבוד בעוז, הבו לאדוני שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש. קול אדוני על המים, אל הכבוד הרים, אדוני מים רבים. קול אדוני בקול, קול אדוני בהיתו. קול אדוני שובר רזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון. וירקידים כמו עגל, לבנון וסריון, כמו בן ראמים. קול אדוני חוצב להבות אש, קול אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדש. קול אדוני יחולל איילות, ויחשוף יערות ובהיכלות, כולו מרכבות. אדוני לבבויה שב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. Page 154, ובנוחו יאמר. ובנוחו יאמר. Shivani. Eitz Chaim hi lama chazikima v'tov me'ushal deracham darchem v'chol netivotecha shal Shivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashua Shamenu Hekade. We remain standing for Musaf Chatzi Kaddish, page 155. יתקדע ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי תכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דחמירן בעלמה ויאמרו Amen. Page 156b, we join together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot, U'Mevi Goel Livnei v'Neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo be'ahava. Melech Ozer Ufoked U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ufoked Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Meitim Atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim b'Chesed, Mechaye Meitim b'Rachamim Rabim, Somer Noflim v'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato L'Shem Afar. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדבר, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנת להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני בחיי המתים. נריצך ונקדישך כסוד שיח שרפי קודש, המקדישים שמך בקודש, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו, כבודו מלא עולם, משרתו שואלים זה לזה, חיי מקום כבודו, לאומתם ברוך יאמרו, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו, ממקומו. הוא ייתן ברחמים ויחונם המייחדים שמו, ערב ובוקר בכל יום תמיד, פעמיים באהבה שמע אומרים, שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו מושיענו, והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו, שנית 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 לעיני כל חי, והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו, שנית 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 לעיני כל חי. להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ובדברי קודשך כתוב לאמור, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד, כי הם מלך גדול וקדוש אתה, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Reading silently to the end of the Amidah, and then you may be seated. you haven't finished the Amidah, please continue. Otherwise, we turn to the full Kaddish on 181.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קידותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ויאמרו, אמן. תתקבל צלותיהן ובאותיהן דכל ישראל, קודם אבהון דבשמיא ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו, amen.
Now our friend Esther Cohen will lead us in singing the Ein Kelohein.
Can you let her use?
Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kimalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Mi Keloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Kimalkeinu, Mi Kemoshienu, No Del Eloheinu, No Del Adonenu, No Del Imalkeinu, No Del Moshienu, Baruch Elohim. Baruch Adonai, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonai, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shetiru, Avotenu, Lefanecha Toret Hasamin. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol ha'tekidula liotzer reshit shelo asanu kirei haratzot v'la asanu mishpachot adama shelo sam chalkeinu bahem v'gor aleinu kichol hamonam v'anachnu karim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומי Hu Eloheinu Einod Evet Malkeinu Efes Ulato Takato Vitorato Viadatayo Vashivota Elevanecha Ki Adonai Bashamayim Mimao It's Viaret Mitachat Eno Venema Venema Kol Yoma Mahu Yadona Ushima 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 and
We are saying Kaddish for those we have lost, and we have hope that this terrible conflict will end at some point. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Amen. V'yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon v'mechon chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'yamru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach li'olam olmei maya. Yitborach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shmei Kudisha Brichu, Li'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushpechata v'nechemata, Damiran bi'alma v'yimru, Amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya, V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'yimru, Amen. Please be seated. Before we sing the Adon Olam, a few, oh, okay. The Kiddush, well, why don't you speak first?
Good Shabbos, everyone. How beautiful to see us in the sanctuary together, celebrating a new Jewish baby on this earth. A beautiful little girl named Isla Ray, whose great-grandparents, grandparents, and great uncle and aunt have welcomed into the world. And we are taking Isla Ray into our hearts. She's with us at Temple Shalom as all the new babies from our grandparents, some parents and great parents have in their hearts. We love her already, sight unseen, and can't wait to see the first pictures. Arthur, thank you so much for your beautiful Haftorahs. They are always so moving and dramatic and wonderful. And for me personally, no apologies needed. And if you want to know why we were laughing a little bit when Arthur went down from the bema, it's because I went to give him a kiss and he said, "Don't kiss me, Ida's watching." So, and today, Arthur and Ida have provided a beautiful Kiddush lunch for you. And I have to take a moment out to thank our own Margaret Black for decorating the social hall in the most beautiful ways for every occasion. This one is just spectacular, and you bring joy to everyone's heart by an expression of the moment that we're going to. Thank you, Margaret. You make life wonderful. You really do. I want to say Temple Shalom needs you. We need you for something very special coming up. I know you're all Saturday people, but we need you for a Friday night and a Saturday. And the Friday night is February 16th, when we are going to have an interfaith service. The New Pelican is coming to do an article that night about this wonderful occasion at Temple Shalom, when we will be worshiping in the sanctuary with our wonderful rabbi and cantor, I hope, and with Pastor Ken and his congregation, so that we can show the importance of unity among religions, so that we can show the heart and soul of Temple Shalom on view for our community to see. So please come Friday night, February 16th, and then come Saturday, because our wonderful new member and his lovely wife, the Greens, are sponsoring a kiddush that day. So come, spend a weekend. Friday nights will be an hour. The service will be an hour. Ellen and Bill Harrow, our wonderful members, are sponsoring a sweet table spread that's going to be just fabulous for that evening. So come and let's show the community who we really are. And let's welcome in our church partners now to say what we stand for. And we only stand for good and for love. And I thank you all for being here always, for me being able to see your beautiful faces, and for celebrating today. Good Shabbos.
We're going to make Kiddush. I'll ask you all to please rise. And for the honor of making motzi, we're very honored to call upon Mr. Elliot Schwartz, the great uncle. I'm sure he is a great uncle. Okay. Do you want to Kiddush? First, he's going to, no, you're going to do the Kiddush, and then we drink the wine, and then Elliot cuts the challah.
First the wine.
There's a challah under there, we check.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו. סברי חבריי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן.
Okay, and the motzi.
Shabbat Shalom.